this year Keith and I have been trying to figure out ways to reduce what we're buying at the grocery store. So when we were buying seeds this year, we were trying to determine what are the things we're still buying from the grocery store that we can grow. There's actually 4 things we're focusing on in order to reduce buying at the grocery store. Carrots, celery, onions, and garlic. We have upped the amount of onions this year. We have upped the amount of garlic. We haven't done very well with growing carrots in the past, but so far this year I actually have carrots growing, and then celery. And the choices when I was looking for seeds was, do we go celery or celeriac? So I figured, let's try celeriac. I am working on a video about onions and garlic, and that video should be out shortly. So when you're putting the celeriac in, make sure you put it the same depth of the crown. You don't want to put it in deeper than what the crown already is. Don't bury the crown, basically. So when we were going through our seed inventory, trying to find things that we wanted to grow this year, we were trying to pick things that we know we like, we know we enjoy eating them, but we're not growing them, or we don't have enough of them in the garden. Celeriac. I think I'm pronouncing that. It is very similar to celery. The only difference is it has a root to it. Tastes like celery, but it's grown more like a beet or a turnip. It's got a root at the bottom of it, and then the stalks. And it can be eaten the same way, the root and the stalks, as you would regular celery, and then you could use the leaves for soups and stews or garnishes, just like you would like a parsley. But we're looking for more ways in the garden to actually stop buying things from the grocery store and grow it at home. So I can't wait to see what these look like, because they say these are the ugliest plant in the garden because the root is a dark brown. It's not very pretty. So I'm real curious to see how these turn out. Look at the roots on that. Fantastic. So I'm adding another bed of carrots in the garden. I started carrots last year. I think it was about October, November of last year. And I actually had these bolero pellets. And I got these from Johnny Seeds last year, and found something, it was online, about putting carrots in the end of the season and they would overwinter. But I definitely started them way too late, so it didn't happen. So I actually thought that I lost all my carrots that I had put in last year. Nothing came up for the winter. So those were all the carrots in this half of the bed over here. Here's what totally surprised me, unexpectedly. I thought I lost them all, but then this spring, as soon as the ground started warming up, they all started popping. That was so unexpected that I planted the seeds last year and they actually came up, and I think we had pretty good germination. Definitely not 100%, but far more than I was expecting to pop up. So I'm starting a second batch of carrots right now, and I already got one batch started. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some carrots. These are red cord Chantenay. So these seeds are really, really tiny, so I'm going to try and sprinkle them in. These seeds are pelleted. They are so much easier to work with. So look at the difference with these pelleted seeds. They are just so much easier to work with. You can actually see them. So I also did an experiment last year with the carrots. When I put the carrots into the ground, I also took a couple carrots and tried them in a grow bag. I actually put 15 carrots in this grow bag. I didn't have great germination, maybe about 50%, because there's about 7 or 8 in here. But these were kept under the tunnel that we have here all winter. And these are the most mature out of all the carrots that I have. So we've been pulling these out now. It's gotten a little bit warmer. It's about 80 degrees today, even though it's overcast. But these are the most mature of all my carrots that I started from last year. So these guys were kind of a surprise. So I may try this again and try a couple of carrots in grow bags. So it is April 6th. These carrots are doing great, but I wanted to come out and check to see how my seeds were doing. And I'm actually getting them to pop up. Actually thought it wasn't going to happen. Definitely just have to be a little more patient. But they are starting to pop. I actually have a row of carrots that also just started to pop.